What's up, guys? It's Coach Daza here, and Wake Up and Win is back. Welcome to another episode. And you know what? I'm so happy to be back with you guys just on here live. And guess what? We got some really good things that we're going to be talking about today. So make sure you stay tuned to the end to dive in and get all of what we have to go over. All right. I hope everybody is in good spirits. I hope everybody is well, feeling good. Um, I got my notes here, but I'm just so excited to be back, like in good spirits. My book just published off of Amazon, y'all, and it's lit. Like a lot of things that I kind of wanted to do, I feel like I'm doing, and I'm just so happy. You feel so good when you can have trackable progress, and that inspired action taken over time is a game changer. So this week, we're talking to the ones building with no applause, the ones getting more silence, the ones getting more silence than support. If that's you, then it's time to lean in because they don't see it yet. But the vision you have, they're going to watch it work. It's just so wild how the silence can be completely loud, right? That's what we're breaking down today. How to hold your vision when no one else loud, right? Woo, the silence can be loud, right? That's what we're breaking down today. How to hold your vision when no one else sees it, how to stay aligned, and how to let your results speak louder than your doubt. You know what? It's such a blessing because a lot of people don't really realize how isolation really does cultivate an elevation, an elevated experience, an elevated just life. Because when people, I feel like, it's good to get feedback, but when people are giving all of that feedback and input and just, especially when it's something that is near and dear to you and you're building for yourself, it's kind of like not needed. And I'm talking to the people specifically that are looking to reinvent themselves. Like you started off, you started off at a certain place and you're like, listen, I'm ready to switch up everything. Like I'm about to do a full 360. You don't really need a lot of feedback from other people. The main thing you need to focus on is you. And I'm talking to you guys because guess what? I've done it and I'm still doing it. And what I love is that when I get quiet and I get silent about certain things and I start to work on them by myself, it starts to come into fruition even faster. You know, that's a real thing. When you're moving in purpose, you become unfamiliar. And the brain doesn't like unfamiliar. But that doesn't mean the vision isn't real. It just means you were chosen to birth it. It's about staying consistent, it's about staying focused, and it's about letting the work talk for you. Because some people, because it's so new, they need that repetition of the new version of you in order to even get comfortable. They don't even know how to, like, they don't even know how to connect with you at that level. So they need that constant reiteration to see like who you actually are. Think about it. For your entire life, they've been interacting with you in a certain way. And like I said, especially when it's raw and authentic, that's going to speak volumes bigger than anything, where they're going to say, okay, cool, I can either choose to gracefully bow out, or I'm going to evolve with this person and I'm going to focus on being the best version of me as well, and we can grow together. Most people do not realize how much opportunity is already sitting inside of their circle. The truth is, you don't need to start from scratch. The easiest way to earn online, it's sharing products and services people already want, already need, and already looking for. Inside the Wealth Partners Network, people are doing exactly that. turning their phones into ATMs and serving their current clients and community in a smarter, more aligned way. If that sounds like something you're ready to step into, click the link in the description and join now. No pressure, just real strategy that works. So, really quick, I would like to talk about Steve Jobs. And this is a quote that he actually dropped, which was amazing, right? And it aligns perfectly in what we're talking about right now. I'm convinced that about half of what separates successful entrepreneurs from the non successful ones is pure perseverance. Steve Jobs literally cultivated like Apple, and I saw a lot of videos on TikTok and online of the people that works with him, and they talked about how relentless and resilient Steve Jobs actually was in order to shift a culture, to shift the world in that way. You kind of have to have that I'm going all in, mentality, and who's with me, they're going to be with me. And the people that are not, but I can't bank my entire existence on approval or validation from others. And I want to talk to you guys too about that because I am like I said, I just launched my ebook. It's called Align Wealth. And what inspired me is really going on my own journey of self-discovery, as a young woman, as a creative, as a mom, as a daughter, as a sister, going through, relationships and partnerships and just growing through life. I realized that this is such a beautiful experience, but also too, everything is all working out, even the good, right? The good, we know the good, but even the bad, it's all literally working out for your greater good, the greater purpose within you. And it's always going to send you right back home. So even if you get astray and you feel like, you got to borrow somebody else's confidence or borrow somebody else's belief in you more than you may have in yourself, or even just reading the affirmations like a robot until they're instilled into your existence. That's okay, because guess what, I've overcame so much when it comes down to, just completely evolving myself. And I'm still on my own journey. And what's so beautiful about being on your journey and being able to pull from the things that you've experienced is that you realize that when you get aligned and you get clear on who you are as a person and what you want to be known for and what you want to bring to the world, and you realize it was never external and it was always within you, everything shifts for you. Let's talk brain science real quick. When you speak your vision, people's amygdala activates. That's the fear center. New ideas feel like a threat to safety. So it's not personal, it's neurological. It's called cognitive dissonance. You're asking them to see something they can't mentally process yet. So don't be discouraged. Be patient. You are the evidence they don't know they need yet. Isn't that beautiful? Like, it's literally down to a science. And honestly, I've been there. I'm like, oh, they not support me. I've felt those feelings as well, but I had to go back into, we're in these human bodies. We're having a human experience. We're here. Our spirits, are within us, right? Which are, it's helping us be alive, right? We're here. And we got people that they don't know how to support us. They don't know how to feel when they've always known you as the person from school or the person from that job or the person, that was talking about all those ideas. And when they start to come into fruition, it helps them. They have proof now, right? So they have no other thing to say. It's just what it is. But also too, what I want you guys to think about more importantly is that sometimes it's not always coming from a negative place. Sometimes it's coming from a place of that person being in their own journey, going through their own frustrations and experiences in life. And sometimes it's hard to meet you where you're at in your excitement, because scientifically, how our brains work, like I said, it activates that amygdala, which is the fear center. So sometimes people just don't know. They don't know how to even recognize it, when it happens and respond. One thing that I love about my business partner, Coach Byron Gatsby, the seven-figure mentor, is that he always talks about doing more and dwelling less. And one thing that really helped me is when he talks about it, he talks about your ability that you're capable to execute. And sometimes we're dwelling on things that we could be taking action on in that very moment, even if it's not the top best that we've ever seen. Over time, it's going to get better. The only way that you're going to actually get good at anything is getting in the game. So doing more and dwelling less, just having that mentality, that definitely holds a lot of weight as well when it comes down to, silencing doubters and focusing on being the person in your, journey, on your journey, that is executing, that is getting the job done, and not focusing on anything external, because you're capable within yourself to get the job done. And I love that. I so much love that. You want to silence the doubt, execute. Don't defend, demonstrate. You know how I shut down the noise, and this is true. With receipts. I didn't need validation. I needed results. Here's how. Number one, write the vision down daily. Number two, create small proof points. Small proof points will look like, dang, I did this before and I was able to or I went through a hard season in my life and I was able to overcome that. So now you can go back and think about, even if it was riding a bike, you can pull from those, past experiences and elevate in that way. Number three, stay unavailable to outside opinions that don't pay you. Stay unavailable to outside opinions that don't pay you. That's the realest quote like ever. When you're aligned, you don't have to announce it. It's felt. Let your energy lead. Let your work whisper, because the right people, they'll hear it. And also, too, your most powerful season might be the one where nobody claps for you. That's the season of formation. Okay, ladies, now let's get in formation. Don't rush the spotlight. Master your shadow season. Master your shadow season. That's where the real version of you gets built. And this is deep. Don't internalize fear. Show them the results. You were not meant to be understood. This is your life. You came in here by yourself and you're going to leave by yourself. You were meant to lead. You were meant to shine. You were meant to be your own unique individual powerhouse. And don't worry about who doesn't get it, because a lot of times people don't get it until everybody is clapping and they get it. And to close us out, let this week be a reminder: the vision chose you, and that's confirmation. God did not qualify the called, God called the qualified. You already know what to do. Subscribe, share this with somebody moving in silence, and most of all, wake up and win.